Hey crew, welcome back to the Maritime Room. I'm Joshua, and today we're diving into another sea mystery. Did you know that over 90% of world trade depends on ships, and the maritime industry offers careers that can make you rich, let you travel the world, and even earn in dollars? It's true. While everyone's fighting for tech jobs or becoming the next influencer, there's this massive global industry just quietly sailing along, making the entire world economy work. It's like the planet's circulatory system, and these ships are the red blood cells carrying everything from your iPhone to your Nikes and even the coffee beans for your morning brew. It's the ultimate global hustle, happening 24/7, across every ocean. So you're thinking, okay, Joshua, sounds important, but what's in it for me? Well, that's the real treasure we're uncovering today. Forget the 9-to-5 grind in a stuffy office. We're talking about jobs that pay in hard currency, dollars, baby, while you're collecting passport stamps like they're Pokemon cards. These aren't just jobs, they're tickets to a completely different life. A life of adventure, high-stakes responsibility, and financial rewards that can set you up for life. In this video, we're counting down the top 10 maritime careers that offer exactly that. Let's get into it. All right, let's kick things off with the most iconic maritime job of them all, the seafarer. When you picture someone working at sea, this is probably who you're thinking of. These are the men and women on the front lines, the heart and soul of the merchant navy. They are the ones physically sailing these colossal ships across the globe: Shanghai, Rotterdam, Lagos, Los Angeles. They live and work on board for months at a time, forming a tight-knit community in the middle of the ocean. It's a lifestyle, not just a job. You're not just an employee, you're an adventurer, a guardian of billions of dollars in cargo, and a citizen of the world. Now, let's talk about the perks, because they are significant. First and foremost, the money. Seafarers are often employed by international companies and paid in US dollars. Because you live on the ship, your living expenses, food, accommodation, laundry, are completely covered. This means you can save a huge portion of your salary. We're talking serious savings. And then there's the travel. You're not just visiting a country for a week's holiday. You get to see the industrial heart of nations. You'll wake up in Brazil and go to sleep heading towards Singapore. But it's not all smooth sailing, pun intended. This life demands incredible discipline. You're working long hours, often in challenging weather conditions, and you're away from family and friends for extended periods. It's a structured, almost military-like environment where teamwork isn't just a buzzword, it's a survival mechanism. Everyone, from the captain to the deckhand, has a critical role to play. It's for the person who craves adventure over routine. If being connected to the rhythm of the ocean appeals to you, this could be your calling. You'll gain practical skills, see dozens of countries, build lifelong bonds, and come home with a bank account that reflects your hard work and sacrifice. The seafarer's life is a unique blend of grit and global glamour. Next up, we head below deck to the engine room, the thumping mechanical heart of the vessel. This is the domain of the marine engineer. If seafarers are the navigators, marine engineers give the ship its power, its life. They are the ultimate problem solvers, wizards who know every nut, bolt, and piston. Without them, these giant ships are just floating metal boxes. Main propulsion engines, as tall as a 3-story building, electrical generators, plumbing and piping systems, air conditioning and HVAC systems, all the onboard systems that make life at sea possible. This is for people who love to get their hands dirty. It's highly technical, deeply practical, requires a sharp analytical mind. Not just fixing things when they break, constant maintenance, monitoring performance, optimizing efficiency to save fuel and prevent disasters. A doctor for a massive machine, diagnose strange noises, interpret data from hundreds of sensors, fabricate a part from scratch in the middle of the Pacific. The demand for marine engineers is sky high. Every commercial vessel needs them. Scarcity means excellent pay, often in dollars, and job security is rock solid. As ships get more complex, automation, alternative fuels, advanced computer systems, engineers are more critical than ever at the forefront of the green transition. Working with LNG engines, battery hybrid systems, it's a field that's constantly evolving. If you took apart your toys as a kid, have a passion for mechanics, engineering, and technology, this combines the adventure of life at sea with being master of complex machinery. You get travel benefits of a seafarer, and a specialized skill set opens shore-based doors, like technical superintendent or surveyor. The marine engineer, the unsung hero of the maritime world. Okay, so we've talked about life on the ship, but what happens when the ship, loaded with thousands of containers, finally reaches its destination? That's where our next professional comes in. The port logistics officer, master coordinators, orchestra conductors of the port. Their job, ensure seamless, efficient, rapid flow of cargo from the ship to the shore, onto trucks, onto trains, to its final destination. Imagine a major port, Singapore or Lagos. Dozens of ships arriving and departing every day. Thousands of trucks coming in and out. Millions of tons of cargo moving. They coordinate with shipping lines, customs officials, crane operators, trucking companies, warehouse managers. Central communication hub, solving problems in real time. A delay in paperwork? A crane malfunction? A customs inspection? They sort it out, fast. Time is literally money. Every hour a ship sits idle costs tens of thousands of dollars. Requires incredible organizational skills, ability to think on your feet, talent for communication. See a complex situation and find the most efficient path forward. Less physical labor, more brain power. Strategy, people management. Become an expert in supply chain management, international trade regulations, the intricate dance of port operations, nexus of global trade, international clients and systems daily. Shore-based job, different kind of global connection. You're not traveling the world, but the world is coming to you. Dynamic, multicultural environment. Skills transferable to any major port city. Pay is competitive. Major operators and lines often pay in or peg to dollars. If you love strategy, planning, and seeing a complex plan come together, this is a powerful, rewarding career. Chapter 4. Now let's move from the port to the courtroom, or more accurately, the high-stakes world of international negotiations. You see, when you have an industry that moves 90% of global trade, involving assets worth billions of dollars, crossing international borders, things can get, complicated. Very complicated. What happens when a ship registered in Panama, owned by a Greek company, crewed by Filipinos, carrying Chinese goods crashes into a French fishing boat in Nigerian waters? Who is liable? Which country's laws apply? This is where the maritime lawyer steps in. Not your average lawyers, specialists in one of the oldest and most complex areas of international law. Charter party agreements, bills of lading, cargo claims, salvage rights, marine insurance disputes. They handle everything from the financing and sale of a supertanker to the legal fallout from an oil spill or a piracy incident. Clients are global players, massive shipping corporations, international banks, insurance syndicates like Lloyd's of London, governments. Disputes worth hundreds of millions mean substantial rewards. To become a maritime lawyer, you first need a law degree, and then you typically pursue a master's degree, LLM, in maritime law. It requires a sharp, analytical mind, excellent negotiation skills, and the ability to grasp incredibly complex factual and legal scenarios. You're not just arguing cases. You're structuring deals, managing risks, and providing the legal framework that allows global trade to happen. If you have a brilliant legal mind and a fascination with the global economy, this career offers a unique opportunity at the highest levels. Chapter 5. All right, let's talk about the ultimate deal makers of the high seas, the shipbrokers. These are the people who make the shipping market go round. Massive oil tankers, container ships, smaller bulk carriers, offshore support vessels. They are the matchmakers who connect people who own ships, ship owners, with people who need to use ships to move cargo, charterers. There are different kinds of brokers. Some specialize in sale and purchase, S&P, negotiating the buying and selling of vessels. Others are charter party brokers, who fix the employment of a ship for a specific voyage or a period of time. They are constantly on the phone, on email, talking to contacts around the world, trying to find the right ship for the right cargo at the right price. You need your finger on the pulse of the global economy. Drought in Brazil affects bulkers. New factory in Vietnam boosts container demand. Your network is your net worth. And how do they get paid? Primarily through commission. A small percentage of a very large deal becomes a very, very large number. Successful shipbrokers are some of the highest earners in the entire maritime industry, tied directly to performance. It's a high-risk, high-reward game, perfect for natural salespeople and negotiators. Chapter 6. So we've talked about sailing the ships, running their engines, and making deals with them. But who actually dreams them up in the first place? That brings us to the naval architect and ship designer. These are the visionaries, the engineers, and the artists who create the vessels that ply our oceans, drawing blueprints, calculating physics, shaping the future. Stable and seaworthy, hydrodynamic, structurally sound, and designed for purpose, from ULCS to drill ship to cruise ship. Today's naval architects design the next generation of smart and green ships, experimenting with hydrogen and ammonia, incorporating advanced automation and AI, testing designs in virtual oceans before steel is cut. Aptitude in math and physics plus creativity, degree in naval architecture or marine engineering. Offices, shipyards, research institutions worldwide. Highly respected and well compensated. Chapter 7. Imagine you're about to spend millions on a second-hand supertanker or insure a vessel carrying $1 billion in electronics. How do you know the ship is safe and worth the money? You call in a marine surveyor. Expert inspectors, ship doctors. They climb from mast to bilge and produce a detailed, impartial report on condition, value, and seaworthiness. Banks, insurers, buyers, and courts rely on it. They check thickness of the steel hull, inspect the engine, verify safety equipment, assess cargo holds, look for rust, cracks, damage, and non-compliance. Many come from senior sea roles. They work independently or for classification societies, flying port to port, physically demanding yet intellectually stimulating, and well compensated, often billing by the day in dollars. Chapter 8. Every country has a right to protect its own waters, its environment, and the people within its ports. That's the job of the Port State Control Officer, or PSCO. Maritime police verifying that reality matches paperwork, lifeboats functional, firefighting ready, crew no procedures, no pollution. They can detain ships until deficiencies are fixed. This power ensures substandard ships are identified and forced to improve or exit. It's a government role, typically within a maritime authority. To become a PSCO, you usually need extensive experience as a captain, chief engineer, or naval architect, and expertise in conventions like SOLAS and MARPOL. It's a position of immense authority and responsibility, secure, prestigious, and impactful. Chapter 9. In an age where everything is going digital, you didn't think the shipping industry would be left behind, did you? Welcome to the world of the maritime IT specialist. For centuries, compasses, paper charts, sextants. Today, GPS, ECDS, satellite communications, complex vessel management software. Modern ships are floating data centers. Maritime IT specialists manage shipboard networks that keep crews connected, vital for morale. They maintain navigation and communication equipment and manage operational tech for engines, fuel consumption, and cargo conditions. Perhaps the most critical part today is cybersecurity. A cyber attack could cause collision, grounding, or data theft. They implement firewalls, intrusion detection, and train crews to stay vigilant. Work for a major line, a maritime tech company, or as a consultant flying out to ships. Demand is soaring and pay is excellent, often in dollars. Chapter 10. Finally, we venture to the very frontiers. Offshore oil and gas rigs and platforms. Some of the most challenging, specialized, and highest-paying roles in the industry. Workers fly by helicopter, live and work for weeks in self-contained high-tech environments. Drillers, subsea engineers, production technicians, marine crew, dynamic positioning officers, a full ecosystem of specialists. Life offshore is intense, long shifts, isolation, absolute safety culture. The trade-off is significant. Legendary pay, often in dollars, and rotation schedules like 4 weeks on, 4 weeks off. For the tough, resilient, disciplined, requires specialized training and certifications, and puts you at the forefront of energy tech in extreme environments. Outro? So there you have it. 10 incredible maritime careers that can take you around the world and pay you in dollars for the privilege. From the hands-on adventure of a seafarer to the strategic mind of a maritime lawyer. This industry is so much more than just ships. It's a universe of opportunity, a global network of professionals who keep our world running. It rewards hard work, specialized skills, and a spirit of adventure with a life less ordinary. The common thread through all these roles is the global nature of the work. Shipping erases borders. Whether you're on the vessel, designing it, insuring it, or managing its cargo, you are part of a massive international team. Gain a truly global perspective. Work with every culture. Build a career not limited by geography. Which maritime career interests you most? Comment below and subscribe for more maritime insights. Thank you for joining me on this exploration in the maritime room. The sea is calling. Don't let these opportunities sail by. Do your research, find your passion, and take the first step. If you enjoyed this voyage, make sure you subscribe and join our maritime crew. See you in the next one. Thanks for listening.